Hey there.
How's it going?
Good. All right. So the property I talked to you about last month, still going through discussions. Business partners concerned that there's a pipeline company on the property next door, and they have a couple tanks on that property, storage tanks. And so he was concerned about having a phase one environmental study, which has not been performed. And he's thinking do you have like an average cost on those? He's thinking it's gonna be like 15, 20 grand. I don't know if that's right.
Not a phase one. A phase one would usually be, call it 2 to 5.
Okay.
A phase two would be 15 to 25 to 100, depending, and 100 would be extreme. I would say the averages are probably 2 to 5,000 on a phase one environmental study. And it, I will tell you, I agree with your partner on this one. Now is the time to do that, not after you own it.
Right.
Environmental liabilities lie with the person who owns the property, not with the person who caused the problem.
Right.
So now I shouldn't say that. I should say, let's say that tanker next door leaked and it leaked onto your property. Well, clearly the owners of the property have to fix it. But if they can't tie it to anyone and there's just an environmental issue on the property and you already own it, you have no recourse against the old owners. You just have to take care of it. And that can be very expensive.
Okay.
I
Right.
will, I will tag on to the back of that and say, I've looked very hard at properties that had pretty extensive known environmental issues. And oftentimes there can be huge opportunity. It's, there's certainly risk, but there are professionals through not just the studies, the phase one, phase two studies, but attorneys with experience that um, can allow you to capitalize on these opportunities that most people are just going to run away from. As soon as you say the word environmental, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 investors just walk away, and they don't even explore when it could be something as little as phase one environmental and an extra $3,000 a year insurance policy on top of your traditional liability policy. And
Okay.
if you can factor that in, then great. Now there are other instances where it's a catastrophic fatal flaw and you're just done, but you don't know that unless you look. The one thing I would encourage you to do before you pay for a phase one is jump on the computer and get to the state environmental conservation website. A lot of them will have databases and even mapping, like GIS mapping tools with known environmental issues all throughout the state. So if that property has had a leak and it's been known about, like, you can know that before you shell out $2,500 on a phase one.